Hello, I'm Anush and this is Joe. We are both interns at the Armenian National Committee Western Region, and today we're going to talk about what it means for us to be Armenians living in the United States and what our plans are for the future.
Couldn't have given a better introduction myself. Like she said, my name is Joe, born and raised in the U.S. And it's kind of funny. Like our stories take a different narrative because she was actually born and raised in Armenia, and here we are in this office today. Working together. Just goes to show you how small the world really is. But just to give you some background information. I was born, like I said, I was born and raised in the U.S. Went to Armenian school for about 16 years since the age of 2, and after that, continued on to Glendale Community College, of course, bustling Armenian community there, and later went on to go to UCSB where I got my bachelor's in political science. During that time, I stayed very active in the Armenian community. Just did a lot of work with ASA, especially Armenian Student Association. But I'm gonna turn it over to Anish. Maybe she could tell you about her background too.
I came to the United States 10 years ago from Armenia, and I've been active in various different Armenian organizations. And I went back to Armenia actually last year, interning in the Ministry of Diaspora and the Armenian United Nations Association through
She's good.
Birthright
She's really good.
through Birthright Armenia. If anyone is interested in doing it, and now currently we're interning at the Armenian National Committee and working on different projects and videos like this.
That's kind of cool, actually. Let me ask you real quick. What was it like going back to Armenia after leaving Armenia? Like I always wondered.
It was very different. It was I was younger when I came here, so I didn't actually know
Hmm.
what Armenia really looked like. And the Birthright, or the program that I did, gave me an opportunity to go around the country and intern and work and meet politicians there and leaders and all that good stuff.
That sounds pretty cool. Like I wish I could do that.
You should.
Move to another country and then move back to the U.S.
You should. You can actually stay with the host family there and
Yeah.
live like they do in Armenia, not like a tourist. That's the whole point of the program.
I kind of like living like a tourist though. But yeah, like okay, the purpose of this particular video blog, just like this might be the first one on the website as far as
Yes.
So let me give you a little background on that. What we do is we blog. We have weekly blogs at the ANCA Western Region blog. I don't exactly remember the website for it, but believe me, we'll be sharing it. We'll be sharing it for you. Um, Basically, what we do is we have weekly updates discussing any sort of issue. Pretty much, it's up to our discretion, and we're kind of required to do one video blog. So this is the video blog. Um, you know,
Yeah.
we both discuss Armenian issues a lot because it's something that's close to the both of us. I would say.
Yes, it is very close to both of us,
And
especially. I've been thinking about lately what it, what our future holds for us. Will we ever go back or will we stay here? What will happen to the Armenian community here? And that's what I would like to talk to Joe about.
Yeah, and it's interesting that she brings that up because those are all very big issues of concern, and it seems like they're age-old questions which actually have been only asked in the last maybe 20 years. Like, what does the future hold for the Armenian people? Well, me and Anush are sparring buddies in the office. We love to argue together. She often likes to pretend to throw things at me while she really wants to. But at the same time, I see her concern and she sees my concern too. Meaning, we have a lot of pressing issues. I think that's one of the reasons why we were brought into this office in the first place, is because of the kind of dedication we tend to show for our people. But in my opinion, I tend to look at it in a very pragmatic way, so to speak. Armenia is definitely facing its own crises right now. But from what I could tell you, how I feel about it is that my grandparents were born in what is Western Armenia, what is today, Turkey. My grandparents were born in Syria. Uh, did I say grandparents twice, or did I say that right? My great grandparents were born in Turkey. or what is today Turkey. My grandparents were born in Syria. My parents were born in Armenia, and I was born here in the U.S. Now the question is, where are my kids gonna be born? It's and that's like that just shows like how much Armenians have found themselves in conflict over the centuries, and now when we're in such a comfortable setting in the United States where there's opportunities all over the place, what's next? Do we stay here? Obviously, I have an inclination to stay here. I was born and raised here. My entire family is here. But at the same time, there's always that connection, this burning feeling inside you that always wonders, what's next.
What will happen to your generations to come, Joe? Will
I don't
they
know.
still be Armenian, born in the United States, or would they be more American then?
And I think that's a good point you bring up. But the thing is, what exactly defines Armenian? Meaning speaking the language, going to church, this, that.
Speaking the language, I think, is an important part. But I think your work toward what you do for Armenia defines if you're Armenian.
That's an interesting point you bring up too, because there's no telling what's in the future for us. But I can tell you this, knowing my dedication to the cause, and if I could have any influence on my children, not that I'm married or anything, ladies, no, I'm kidding. Just the amount of work dedicated to keeping something like that going is very important, and the type of focus that it takes, I think I could facilitate. But that's to say, generations down the line, who's going to remember it? But then again, there's also this other parallel too. You have a young emerging country like Armenia, who's honestly got so many good things going on for it right now. But at the same time, there's people leaving the country. So you're stuck with this dilemma. What do? Do I uproot everything and go back to a country that is my homeland, my the motherland, so to speak, the Heidenik, or do I stay at a place where just look outside? If you were to look outside the window right now, it's Glendale, California. That's where I grew up.
I think it is a huge dilemma, especially for us, because it's a historical part of our lives. We get to call on a free and independent Armenia right now. Not our parents didn't have that, and our decisions are the ones that are gonna influence the future. So,
yep.
What do we do?
We got a tough task ahead of us, definitely. But honestly, if there's any sort of prognosis, so to speak, some sort of prescription you can offer to the ailment, I don't really know if that's coming anytime soon. I could honestly tell you this, that Armenian Americans have made this place somewhere worth living, and I'm talking about Glendale, obviously. The rest of the United States too. Yeah,
Fresno.
Well, definitely. We could talk about all our communities, but if you look at it on a whole, we're very, very influential, especially in politics, our community. But at the same time, we have a lot of work to do. And there's just too much work to do. And believe me, the 7 interns in this office, as much work as we do, well, as much work as they do, I just kind of sit back, but as much work as they do, as much work as we do, it's going to take more effort than that, I think. But for what we have to work with and what we've done, I have to say I'm very proud of.
I am too, and it's almost over. This is our second to last week.
Aww. Yeah, and let me tell you something about this job in particular. This is the type of job that I walk into with the biggest sense of pride, and honestly, I walk out of with, the best feeling in the world. Like, I can't even describe it, knowing that I have a thankless job, so to speak. We don't get a lot of thank you cards. We don't get a lot of, good jobs. We get a lot of, what have you done for me lately? But honestly, I know that every time I walk into this office, especially, it's probably the most rewarding thing I could do for myself. And I'm very, very, very happy with it. And I'm sure I can speak for the rest of the interns too. I'm sure they feel the same way.
It is satisfactory knowing that you're living outside of Armenia and you're doing something for the Armenian cause. It makes you satisfied as a person, and like you said, it's a
Definitely.
rewarding experience.
Yep. High five. Job well done. Well, I think we're done.
I think we're done. Yes.
But again, thanks for watching. Check out the blog. You know,
It's ANCA-WR.wordpress.com.
There she goes. She remembered. She's better than I am, I swear. But
And
yeah, make sure you go read what we have to say. Some of it's entertaining, some of it's serious, but definitely it should just give you a nice little timeline of what we've done in here.
and if whoever is watching this, I encourage them to do this internship. It's an amazing opportunity.
Exactly. And you could go to www.anca.org and sign up for the fall, because guess what? It's a year-round internship, so you guys could do it anytime you want, anytime you're available.
Yes,
all right, guys.
The application was up today.
Oh, was it?
Yes.
All right, application's up. Go do it. All right, guys. We're signing off.